Titleist T200 versus T300 irons. Sounds like a pretty simple choice, right? But man, for so many of us, this is the classic ego versus reality battle in golf. You've got the T200 looking like the sharp player's distance iron, and then the T300 sitting there as your forgiving game improvement safety net. One might give you absolutely pristine numbers when you pure it, but the other? That one might actually save your scorecard when things inevitably get ugly out there. Let's find out which one actually deserves a spot in your bag. Welcome back to Golf Gear Showdown, an explainer where we put the gear head-to-head so you don't waste your money.
Seriously, picture this. You're standing right there in the pro shop just staring at the rack. Suddenly, you're completely paralyzed. You're trying to choose between an iron that looks incredible and one that's actually going to help you hit some greens on a Sunday morning. It's a situation we've literally all been in, trying to navigate this exact matchup without making a massively expensive mistake.
All right, let's look at the specs. Based on design intent, the T200 usually attracts the golfer who wants speed. It's built with lofts and CG placement strictly for distance, but all packed into a compact profile with a lot less offset. On the flip side, the T300 brings easy launch, a much deeper center of gravity, and a highly stable face.
And that stark contrast is exactly why this matters. Choosing the wrong iron because you bought into some marketing hype will absolutely ruin your confidence, and worse, your scores. You really don't want to burn cash on a set that fights your natural swing. Because look, if you need help getting the ball in the air, a sleek profile isn't going to fix a fat strike.
So, what does this all mean for your scorecard? To find out which iron actually lowers your scores, we're judging them across 5 crucial rounds: distance, forgiveness, accuracy, feel, and value.
Stick around for this, because the forgiveness round coming up might completely flip everything you thought you knew about which set actually deserves your money.
Let's dive right into round 1, distance and performance. If you're comparing these two models, distance is probably the very first metric you care about. On pure center contact, most golfers report the T200 has a truly explosive profile. It feels incredibly hot off the face when you put a great swing on it. The ball speed numbers on a flush strike are honestly pretty tough to beat in this category.
Well, I gotta challenge you there, Mike. Out on the course, average guys like me rarely find dead center. We're catching it a groove low, or maybe a little off the toe when we're staring down a forced carry over water. The T300 actually gets its impressive distance from easy launch on those totally average strikes. That is what actually matters for a 15 handicapper trying to reach a green from 160 yards out in the rough.
Fair point on those average strikes, Jake. But for raw distance potential and the player who finds the center reasonably often, this round leans slightly toward the more compact option. The round 1 winner is the Titleist 200. I do want to note, however, that applies strictly to golfers who want distance without moving fully into the oversized game improvement category. Let's keep moving right into round 2, forgiveness and ease of use. We really need to talk about what happens when you inevitably miss the center of the face. Because let's be real, we all do it. This iron is built specifically to save your everyday misses. For the average golfer, forgiveness means surviving a shot hit a little thin on a cold morning, or bailing out a totally off-balance toe strike. The T300 provides a much more stable ball flight when your swing is far from perfect. It means you're still in play instead of reaching into your bag to reload from the tee box. I have to agree with you there. From a strict spec standpoint, the massive amount of tungsten weighting packed into the heel and toe of the T300 aggressively resists twisting. It is doing exactly what it was engineered to do.
For sure, there is absolutely no debate in this category. The round 2 winner is undeniably the Titleist T300. It's 100% the right choice for beginners and average golfers who miss the center way more often than they'd ever admit.
Now, that brings up a massive question for anyone shopping right now. Does forgiveness actually mean consistency? Most everyday golfers completely miss what we're about to reveal in round 3 regarding accuracy. Accuracy can be a highly debated topic. Based on design intent, the T200 gives better players tighter, highly predictable yardages when they strike it well. It offers pure precision. You know exactly how far your 7-iron is going if you catch it pure, and that precise distance control is exactly how lower handicaps score.
I've got to disagree with you there for the everyday player, man. The T300 keeps average swings playable. If your main goal is keeping iron shots online enough to just survive the hole, playable mishits beat perfect, predictable yardages every single time. Look, hitting your exact number on the range is great, but avoiding double bogeys on the course is way better.
Because this depends so heavily on your strike quality, we have to call round 3 a decisive tie. The T300 clearly takes it for keeping things in play on your mishits. The T200 takes it for control-minded mid-handicappers who want repeatable, pinpoint results from a really solid strike. All right, let's shift to the mental side of things in round 4, feel, sound, and confidence. Golf is a heavily mental game, right? Especially when you focus on what you see at address before you even start the swing. Just think about the visual contrast here. You've got the sleek, compact top line and minimal offset of the T200 going head-to-head against the bulkier, reassuring, easy-to-hit look of the T300. Standing over a long iron, that extra visual bulk can literally be the difference between making a smooth swing and taking a tense, jerky chop at the ball.
Improving players generally want to look down at that compact shape so they can easily work the ball. But weekend warriors often need maximum visual help just to free up their swing and trust the club.
For pure feel and sound, the winner is the T200. It offers a very solid, connected strike with a muted thud that better players crave, especially compared to the slightly clickier sound of the T300.
Hold on now. Common feedback suggests the T300 inspires far more confidence if you need that reassuring footprinted address. Looking like it's easy to hit is a massive confidence booster when you're out there struggling with your swing.
I'm taking the wheel for round 5, price and value. We absolutely need to talk money because I want to stop you from burning cash for no reason. So the crucial point here is this smart shopper move. Buying a forgiving iron on the used market is often a far smarter play than chasing an aspirational look at full retail price. Most golfers report that gaining more forgiveness today is worth way more than slightly better looks that don't actually help your scoring on a Sunday morning. The round 5 winner for value is clearly the Titleist T300. It gives everyday golfers easier access to performance help right away. It simply offers incredibly high forgiveness per dollar compared to the premium compact models. So after going through all those rounds, which iron actually fits your specific handicap? Don't go anywhere because the complete golfer fit breakdown is coming up right now. Let's rip right through the exact golfer type so you know exactly where you stand. Beginners, high handicappers, and slicers who need maximum offset, you absolutely belong in the T300. Mid-handicappers, it really depends on your strike, but either the T200 or T300 can work perfectly. Fast swings and true distance seekers, go with the T200. Seniors, slower swings, forgiveness seekers, and budget buyers looking for help, the T300 is your undeniable niche. Okay, here is some serious insider advice on the biggest buying mistake out there. Buying the iron that flatters your ego more than your swing is a massive trap. I almost did that myself a few years ago. I wanted the blades because they looked pro, but I was shooting 95. Don't buy a club just to grow into it. That is a total myth. Buy the one that helps you play better, more enjoyable golf right now. Time for a rapid-fire, honest pros and cons recap with zero brand protection. The T200 gives you strong distance and a much cleaner look, but it's definitely less friendly on mishits.
Meanwhile, the T300 delivers maximum forgiveness and is much easier to launch high in the air. The main downside is really just that bulkier look at address, which, to be fair, not everyone loves.
We finally reached our final verdicts. For the best overall distance, mid-handicaps looking to improve, and if you have absolutely no budget limit, the winner is the T200. But for the best overall average golfer, beginners, high handicaps, seniors, pure forgiveness, and the absolute best value on the used market, the Titleist T300 takes the crown.
If you need on-course reality over ego, the T300 is simply the easier iron to play for us weekend warriors.
Before you buy, ask yourself a hard question. Are you shopping for the golfer you are right now or the golfer you pretend to be on the range? Drop your handicap and your pick down in the comments below. Are you bagging the T200 or the T300?
Next week, we have an incredible driver showdown coming your way. If you want smart gear head-to-heads that save you money, hit subscribe.